Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Zoe. I am a born and raised Filipina living in New York City, and I make content about my life in New York, how I cope up, adulting, adventures, and all those fun stuff. So if you're interested, make sure to click the subscribe button below, like this video, and leave a comment for future video recommendations. Alright, so let's move on to the purpose and why you click this video. You might be in search of a new camera, or you might be a startup vlogger and searching for a camera for vlogging if you're just using your phone and thinking of doing it full-time or doing it more often, trying to up your game in terms of quality and stuff like that. Or you had the G7X and you're thinking of switching over to Sony ZV-1. Well, I got you. First of all, I just want to give you guys a background of why I shifted cameras in the first place. So when I first started YouTube, I was using my iPhone as my vlogging camera because I wasn't sure if I will be doing YouTube as much as I do now. I did it for fun and then I liked it, and eventually I realized I needed to invest into a camera so it's easier for file transfer, for portability if I want to go anywhere and then I need to use my phone, like stuff like that, factors like that I really did take into consideration before I got a new camera. So I finally invested into the G7X because I know a lot of vloggers are using that during that time, and it is a very good beginner's vlogging camera for aspiring YouTubers, or if you just want to film something personally. And I had a great time using my G7X. However, I've been posting a lot more content on YouTube, and most of the content that I put out are vlogs with a lot of cooking videos. And I noticed with a lot of vloggers that I've been watching on YouTube is that they started to shift over to the Sony ZV-1 because the focus control is very good. Like, I'm using it right now, and if you put like a scissors, it easily focused, and that's what I want. Quality focus, even in a zoom type of setup. So I was interested, and it was on sale for Black Friday, and I finally got it, and I've been using it for the past 3 weeks. So today's testing is kind of like a combination of what I felt, my initial thoughts, how it compared to the G7X, and at the end I will let you guys know if it's worth shifting cameras or not. Let's start off with the price and what comes in the box. So we have the camera, the charger, and the battery. So obviously, one of the biggest difference is that the Sony ZV-1 comes with a microphone window, which helps with the background noise. And also, as you can see, the Sony ZV-1 doesn't have an external charger. So in order to charge it, you have to plug the actual camera. In terms of price, the Sony ZV-1 retails at $750, while the Canon G7X retails at $629. In terms of external features, they are both in the same size. However, the ZV-1 is a little bit lighter than the G7X. And one of the most obvious difference is the flip screen, where the Sony ZV-1 flips sideways while the G7X flips upwards. Then when you're turning it on for the G7X, it turns on the traditional way with a power button. But with the ZV-1, it is kind of like the old school camcorders, where if you flip the screen, it turns on, and if you flip it back off, it turns off. But you can also use the traditional way with a power button. And the battery slots are in the same place at the bottom. You have a tripod screw in there. And then as for the ports, we have the HDMI port for both, and then a micro USB port for charging. And one of the big difference here is that the ZV-1 has a audio jack for microphones or headphones. Surprisingly, the ZV-1 doesn't have a built-in flash in it, but it has a docket for external flash and microphone, which G7X doesn't have. So here are both cameras side by side, and let's see how fast it turns on and how it compares. There we go. It turns on almost at the same time. Now using both cameras, let's see how it compares side by side. As you can see, the Sony ZV-1 has that yellowish tinge which most of the Sony cameras have, and the colors and the video quality is much better even as you zoom into the actual video or object. As I've mentioned, one of the most outstanding feature of the ZV-1 is the focus feature, and as you can see here, it focuses way faster and the video quality is so much better. And this is both cameras in motion. You can definitely see the difference in the tone. Hello friends, this is a vlogging testing of both cameras. So yeah, just testing the audio, testing quality of, look at my makeup. Yeah, these are the two cameras. See how stable the other one to another. Audio stability, quality, color. Then let's try this. Let's test vlogging while walking. Let's see which one is more stable. Is more stable. Hi, testing. So now that you've seen the comparison of both cameras, I think the question now is it worth the shift? Well, for me, yes, it is worth it because I am at that point in my YouTube journey that I wanted to invest more on quality videos, especially the focus feature, since I'm moving towards those type of videos where I cook a lot. I do a lot of like very intimate actions that are captured in a zoom setup, and Sony does a very good job on doing that, and I like the color tinge of the Sony cameras. You can see it in a lot of comparison videos, and also if you watch a lot of YouTubers that uses Sony, there's like a yellowish tinge to the clips, and that's something that Sony has been doing with a lot of their cameras, or most of their cameras, and that's distinct them from other cameras as well. And I kind of like it because it looks very cinematic in my opinion, and it just elevates the whole feels of your videos or your vlog. But I do agree that it is a little bit tricky to use, especially if you're just like handling it for the very first time. There's a big difference between the functions or like the settings from the G7X and Sony, so it definitely took me a couple of tries before I kind of get used to it. And to be honest, there was a point that I kind of wanted to return it because it's been hard for me to see what the best setup is for the videos that I'll be putting out. However, as I was able to use it more, I liked it. I like the product of the videos that I've been producing using this camera, so I am very happy that I did a shift, and I am definitely gonna make this camera as my main vlogging camera moving forward. So I'm keeping it. It's now filming me, so you can tell. But as for the G7X, I feel like I'm still keeping it for, you know, if I need a 2-cam setup or things like that. If you're a beginner, in my opinion, go for the G7X because the settings are easier to follow. It's very versatile. You can use it for vlogging, you can use it for a set-in video like so. The color quality is very sharp and very vibrant. So if you film a lot of outdoor videos, or like if you film in different settings, it does a good job on adjusting based on the environment that you're into. So it's easier post-production. You'll need a lot of like post-prod, color editing and stuff like that. And at the same time, like it's very stable. If you're moving, if you're just holding the camera, it's not as shaky as compared to the Sony ZV-1, where you guys can see that it definitely like tracks all like the shaking of my hands. So I need a stabilizer if I'll be using it in motion. So G7X is definitely top tier vlogging camera for beginners, but if you want to have that level up, you can definitely see Sony ZV-1 as an alternative in the future. And also G7X is cheaper, so if you're thinking of buying it for Christmas, for your birthday, or for a special someone, I think that's the best option. And that's it, guys. That is the end of the video. I hope all of my comments and my reviews help you a lot in thinking of which camera to move forward with. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment below and I'll try my best to address it at the best of my abilities. And if you like this video, if this video was helpful, make sure to click the thumbs up and click the subscribe button below if you want to see more of me, if you want to see more of my type of content. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!